Welcome, people. Welcome once again. Welcome to another show. Good night, good morning, good whatever it is, wherever you're watching us from. And welcome to another Sports Music show, man. And big up to our sponsors, Let's Care Medical, Let's Care Optical. Big up Shakes and the family over there. And I hope that you guys have had a good day because some of the guys, they really want to vent. Some are still pissed off, and some really just want to just get things off their chest. So remember, guys, as you enter the chat, ensure that you like the video. That's the main aim, man. Like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, ensure that you subscribe as well. And as you can see, bright and early, Fluffy's out there, man. And with that being said, I'm going to bring on Fluffy biggest fan. Hey, John, what going, bro?
I'm just here for Fluffy.
And next one that I'm going to bring on is a man that man has been holding it the entire day because this man messaged me like literally as the reason and say, yo, man, vent. I say, hold it, man, until 8 o'clock, man. So, without further ado, man, change his name from Mr. America to Jamaica voice and all these stuff. So, yeah, man, the man visibly is Jaja. So, you agree to tonight, brother?
That is all my agree to tonight. I'm extremely disappointed, boss. Extremely disappointed. But good night, Adrian. Nice to have you back, boss. Big up everybody in the comment section. Big up Levon. I'll wait for my turn to talk, but I'm not in a very good mood. So right now, I have the passport ready to leave Jamaica and go back to where I truly belong. It seems.
All right, as I said, that big up premium vibes in the chat, and also Zibev, big up yourself as always, fam. All right, so today it was all about the relays, and know that everybody's chomping at the bits to just get directly to the 4x1, but that's not where I'd actually start. I started with those 4x4s because those were actually the first events that we really competed in, and we made it through to both the finals, finishing first in our heats. And first off, the men's. What you thought about their performance, Adrian?
I think they gave everything they got. I don't think there's much more they could have given. I was saying what I thought was the best four to compete. The US was just better, and we're not.
No, man, I'm talking about a 4x4.
4x4, man.
Sorry, I apologize. I thought we were going. I thought we were going to where we want to vent first. So
Now, man, I'm cool on the temperature first.
I'll let Kim take it.
All right. So this is it, right?
Well, hold on, Kims. You know what? Vent segment first. Let's start with the vent segment. And then afterwards, we can cool down with the 4x4. So, the men's 4x1, Adrian, I can take it on.
Yeah, so I think we sent the best four out there. There's not much more I think we could have done on the day, right? I think we had a fair result. I mean, it is what it is. You just get better, move on. That's pretty much it. We were spoiled with years of dominance, and like somebody said to me, they use that term the other day, was spoiled as fans with years of dominance. But there's no reason for us to lower the bar. Like I always tell people, I've never seen anyone in the high jump win because they lowered the bar so they can go over it. So not because we coming off a high of a Usain Bolt era mean that we should lower the bar. No, keep the bar up there and say, okay, who's next up? Who is going to improve on what we have done before? Because that's what life is. That's we improve as we go. So I hope these guys keep improving. I think we have a good crop of guys. Less the complaining. I think we have a good crop of guys to bring it forward.
All right. Kim, so what's your thoughts?
So for the men, obviously, Taekwondo Tracy out them, bust them bubble. So Them say, all right, since we can't put Golson, because this is the first time I've ever seen this. The first time since me I watch track and field for Jamaica, and the first me ever see the same team on the heats or on the finals. I don't know. Well, first I can remember. Normally I always have one and two a switch out, which I guess that was the plan because Taekwondo Tracy said, hey, the plan was for Golson to run and then what's coming in after. But I guess the bubble bus, so them just use the same four for the heats as they use for the finals. As Adrian said, there's really not much that we could have done. Lead after the first three legs, we were right in contention with the United States, right there. Civil ran a blinder on that backstretch. Between him and Jacobs, they tore everything up. Fred Curley wasn't all that impressive on the backstretch. I think Akeem Blake started well. Obviously, we know Coleman going to do what Coleman do on that start. But again, Watson seemed like he was in reverse on that ankle leg. And then, luckily, happily, he was able to hold off Great Britain and at least get a medal. Because had he got the fourth, I don't think he could have went back to Jamaica. Without there would have been some serious trouble out there. But again, these guys are young. If we can continue, grooming these crop of guys, I think there's some greatness to come in there. I think we need one more elite runner, one more civil kind of talent that can make us compete, not necessarily win, but make us be more of a competition to the United States, because obviously the US is bigger and they're only going to get more talent, right? So um, the time that Jamaica ran, obviously, we want a little bit better time than that. But with all the circumstances and everything involved, if you tell me, say we're starting a relay and give away a bronze medal, I'm taking a bronze. I'm taking a bronze. So I'm good with it.
And
Me
and
personally, commented.
I was kind of there's something to pay attention to. Yeah, like this is how you know we really wasn't in a class where we belong. The US men team fumbled the button and all exchanges, every single exchange they fumbled the button, and they still beat us with foot speed. So we're definitely not in a class with them right now. No, we have the potential. We have what, six? No, not six. What was it? 4 or 5 guys sub 10 this year,
Six,
including
around six of them, man.
or six, including
Sub
that
11.
one.
All right, the four that ran,
No, sub
Yes,
10. Sub
all
10.
sub 10. Kishan Thompson,
right.
and I think there's one
Goals
more.
sub 2.
And
Goals sub 2.
Golson. Yeah,
Right.
Golson around 995.
And I think of the bunch, that one that Stephen Francis is hiding is going to be the best one. Right. Like that man just know how to pull out talents out of the woodworks. And I
He
think
actually
he's
has
going
two
to
of
be the one.
them.
Say it again.
He has two of them.
Right, but I'm talking about Mr. 991 at trials and don't show up for the finals.
Oh,
Right. Yeah. So that was impressive, and I think moving forward. But then again, when you hear Stephen Francis say, "Oh, the plan was for him to run just one race," is because he's always had trouble with injuries. Like you're wondering if we're getting another. Well, I can't compare him to a Safa Paul. That would be rude. Um, I wonder if we're just getting another hospital bed of an athlete to come in, but we'll see. But I think he has huge potential. I think he's
but the,
probably
but the thing about it
he's
is that
probably that
after
X
trials,
factor. I think
after
yeah,
trials, he
right.
has run at least three races. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean he dodged one in Paris, I believe. He was down to run in Paris and then he skipped that one and then ran twice, but nothing too impressive afterwards. But the
true.
future look bright. Like we got some talent to work with. The country has some talent to look forward to, but we were just not in that class that USA was in, and like typical USA, they almost fumbled it. Almost that's probably the way to get them no until we get 4 guys in that kind of category, in that kind of class.
But as I said, though, I was slightly disappointed in the sense that They ran way slower than they did in the Eats as well. And they themselves said that we should have expected a faster time come the finals, and they didn't produce that. So, yeah, slight disappointment there, but take the bronze medal, move on, life. But
Yeah.
So,
the event that everybody wants to talk.
hold on, before you
Sure,
even
sure, go ahead.
move on, one thing I don't want to mention, and this is where my thing come different with the US and Jamaica in terms of, I mean, there's a lot of things different, but and I mentioned it in the group level and where I said in Olympics or wherever it was, Christian Coleman started, Noah Lyles anchor. See, last year World Champs finals, and they won that time. Last year World Champs finals, um, Noah Lyles ran the backstretch, Christian Coleman start. They came second to Canada. And the US came out and said, as long as these two guys are healthy, I will never take Christian Coleman off the first leg and never take Noah Lyles off the anchor leg. Because those two, they're just fit for that leg. Don't care about rules and who qualify here, don't care. Just give me the four fastest men, the best four men who can achieve the goal. Just give me that. And they go out there and execute. And obviously, gold medal first, as Coach Q always said, gold medal first, and then time after. So, kudos to Noah. It's not an easy feat getting 3 gold medals at a championship. Those things are elite stuff. Obviously, can't put him in the same category as the GOAT, but that is elite, elite, elite stuff.
Thoughts. And now over to the women, where I won. So obviously, USA won the event in a championship record of 41.03. Jamaica second in 41.21, and Great Britain finished third. Now, look at this event, and from last event, there were a lot of mumblings about them changing the starting four and all of those stuff. In terms of few people pull out like two and replace with another two, and that indeed happened. But the four that ran was Natasha Morrison to Shelley to Shasha Lee to Sharika. A lot of people are saying that Elaine should have been there, and it's politics why she's not there. And they're even talking about the Taekwondo Tracy situation that it played a part and all sort of. Some of them are literal garbage. With that being said, what are your thoughts about what transpired?
All right.
I think the
Yeah.
coaches
I
hate
want to go
Jamaica.
Adrian.
No, you go.
Brother.
I
All
don't
right.
want to talk about that turn. Sorry.
So listen. So let me break it down first. All right. Before we even start talking about Jamaica, I'm gonna share something with you, boss. At the US trials, this was the placing at the US trials. Shakari Richardson, Brittany Brown, Tamara Davis, Tamara Clark, Melissa Jefferson, T.T. Terry, something another Pedersen, something another Sears. Right? T.T. Terry came sixth in that 100 meter. Gabby Thomas not even ran the 100 meter. Right? So that is it. Brittany Brown comes second and she made the 100 meter final. And she not even run the heats or the final. So now I'm looking at that. I'm looking at one country who over here so is serious about winning, and whatever it takes for us to win, we're going to do it. And then we have another country who is a macaroni country who I really care about these people feeling the ego only work when I want it to work. It's all right. Elaine Thompson come fifth. I understand that. Brianna Williams come fourth. I understand that. But why in God's name, like Adrian, Maurice Wilson, or I know you like them coach. I know you like all of them. Frano, Glenn Mills, all of them. These coaches get millions and millions of dollars. All of these J3 people get millions and millions of dollars for go out there and put out the right team to execute to the best of your ability. There is no way unless you're high, unless you take drugs, unless you do some molly or something, would tell you, say, you know, I have this brilliant idea. Let me take off Brianna Williams, who is a renowned starter, and put Natasha Morrison, who I've never seen start a relay in my entire life. Like literally never have I seen.
So hold on. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen Natasha run a 100 meter and pop the blocks on anybody and you say, "Ooh, Natasha is out there"?
Whoa! I'm
Whoa!
saying, Natasha, get out! Never. Well, I'm looking, and then again, I'll say this. Okay, let us say in the back of their minds, them say, well.
And then pause. No, have you ever seen any 100 meter where Brianna Williams got out and you say, yes, Brianna gonna take it now?
Oh, I mean, yes. Every time.
Every single time. So them take her out. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
I am saying, okay, let us say J3 have the brilliant idea. Okay, you know what? Natasha Morrison is going to start. All right. Natasha Morrison World Championship individual event done from donkey years ago. She was well rested and everything. Okay, Natasha, come run the heats. Let me see how you look, because we already know what Brianna can do. Natasha, come run the heats. Let me see what you have. Make we get a real visual. These are people who we trust as Jamaicans say, hey, these people are making the right decisions for our athletes, for our country. That's what we trust them to do. So Natasha, come and start the relay in the heat with no pressure. Make us see where you have.
Yeah, since that's what your intention was for the finals, then all right, then let's open up. Let's do it here and see how you do.
Let's do it here and see what you do. All right. Yeah. And then if you already have no plan to make Elaine run, then all right, still make Elaine run our same leg because we know what Brianna can do. Yes. So we don't need to see Brianna in the heat because we already know what she can do.
Yeah, there's no question.
And then Sasha Lee can stay where she did, and then Shelly can stay where she did. Everybody can stay where she did. No, them never do that. Them decide to try it in the finals. When, again, probably if the relay team we did want run, probably them still would win. But give us that opportunity to experience it.
No. You know how I chalk it up?
Yeah.
The team that most people wanted to see, well, from what I've read all across social media and stuff, is a team that I think it probably would win, but here's the kicker. You give yourself a fighting chance in the race. Yep. You draw, but you make Shakari and Sharika Jackson draw a button the same time and make she prove to it, so she's that good. Even if we're not a step ahead of them on the anchor, let's say, okay, we give ourselves a chance on that anchor leg and make the two of them draw a button together. No. We see Sasha Lee on the turn getting eat up by a Gabby. Like, I've never even known Gabby to be any kind of superior corner runner. Like, I mean, she's good, but she's not
not even in the 200. Not even in the 200, Missy Gabby as any kind of corner runner. Isn't the last part of the race is really when she excelled with that strength. So listen, all right then. So now we have it a particular way. We'll come here. From season start, Shelly Ann only run most of 100 meter before the champs, and then she ran the rounds at the 200 meter at the national trials. Everybody knows that Shelly knee no good. For this season, it is not good. All right. So again, as a coach, remember these are the people who get in millions of dollars to make these decisions. Okay, so I'm looking and I'm saying, boy, the only leg where Shelly can possibly run right now are the anchor leg. Let me give Shelly the anchor leg because the second leg, too strenuous. And then, you know that is known as the longest leg strides, the back stretch. That's why they always put the guns in on the back stretch. All right, so, you know, make Shelly run the anchor leg, take little pace off her foot. I don't want Sharika don't know for pass button. Boss, at 2023 this.
Right, there's someone going on, brother. That's I'm just allowed to make a vent in that.
But if you don't know for pass button, I'm not feel it for the on a relief. Go and go sit up.
Stick up in, please. Where do we get professional senior athletes not knowing to pass the button when year after year in their champs days they have been doing it?
Yep.
And no matter which leg coach say you have to go run. And here's another point to all those gentlemen there that put together that team, I bet you they wouldn't have made that mistake if they were coaching in the high school level. And I bet you if they had a final to run, they would figure out exactly how they're going to compete and stay in the race until
Exactly.
all of them good enough to do that. But with the national team, you're not. That don't make no sense to me.
No, don't make no sense to me. And so I'm looking, right? So I'm looking at matchups now because all right, I'm saying clearly Tamara Davis destroyed Natasha Morrison on that first leg. That was so easy.
It wasn't even close. It was so easy for her.
Boss, when I watch over that race slow mo when TT
you have the split them, bro.
You know, I have the split. I try to get the split them. I have the split them. I have them.
Yeah, man, with that try before come on as well. But I was saying that.
Boss, when TT Terry get the button, this is Shelly Ann out here, so I try. So when TT Terry start run, then Shelly just get the button, then we know what that go. Obviously, Gabby is faster than Sasha Lee. Sasha Lee need to have some sizable speed or sizable lead on Gabby to say, all right, then make it competitive for the ankle leg. Because one Shakari get that button before Sherika Jackson, you're not catching her. We don't care what kind of 200 speed you have. You're just not going to catch her. And I think this is another ball drop by the J3A. I make sure I go France next year, you know, because I want to see Maurice Wilson up front. Because he want me an explanation for this year. No, man, he want me Natalia goal. Why? I need an explanation.
And I love on him. We're going to ask Speaking a serious man, you know, but I feel like talking.
Man,
I need an explanation as to why this happened. Because again, you can't have fans who support your team, and then now when we are support the team, we can't get a full product on the track. Listen, I prefer we put our best four out there and we look like last year. We put our best four and we lose. Me alright with that.
Well, I'm not alright with the best four losing last year, but I see your point.
Yeah,
the comment.
Oh, yeah, man, my ticket book.
It's there, man.
But boss, when we look on that race, I may say there's a better way how Jamaica could have been competitive in that race. Just could have been competitive. I don't know. I'm tired of the Sherika can't pass button. She don't know for how long. I'm tired of the argument. Right? And again, on an ankle leg, right? I feel like say Shelly just to know my ankle leg right now. Because again, Shelly develops speed quickly. By Sherika reach 50 meters, she just start getting her running. The race done, boss. Like the race done.
So send her to the back stretch where she's more suited because of the person she is. People are saying her petty weight is the 200 meter. Like, we'll take the longest leg of the relay if that's it. I mean, you can't collect and pass button. What? You've been doing it morning, noon, and night. That don't make no sense to me.
That don't make no sense, boss. That don't make no sense. And the fact say, we just feel like we could have been a little bit more competitive. We could have strategized a little bit better. I believe Maurice Wilson and all them coaches back there, even Fernando, as great as he is, I believe they are okay with Jamaica losing with the team what they want than winning with the team what they don't want.
I mean,
what that mean?
Huh?
Try to friend at least come as a package, you know, so I feel like see if they never run Natasha, Sherika wouldn't run here then. Let's have the field there.
Well, I can't speak to that. I don't know if those gentlemen really feel like that, but I think there was a blunder. There was a big blunder, and I've never seen them do. Like, I know a lot of coaches out there that's on that on that team, and like you see them put together teams like year in year out, and you know they will never make that kind of mistake. They're not sending a team out there that's not cohesive. They're not seeing a superb 990 from Ilian in a heat and saying, I'm going to take her off for 11-1-2 Sasha Lee Forbes. I'm going to make that switch there. You're not going to see a brilliant starter in Brianna Williams and say, I'm taking her off for somebody I've never seen pop blocks on anybody in my life. So it seems like there's more politics to that selection than anything else, and hey, the country suffers because, and even the ladies you saw when the race was over, none of them were smiling and cheering and jumping up like.
Why should
A
they?
second place that second felt like a dead loss. It felt like a dead loss, like and I think somewhere in the back of Sharika's mind, I don't want to call the people them pick me girl, but she say, yo, the girl beat me again.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure she feels sour about it, and the whole country feels sour too. I think we could have put on a better show. Yeah,
Yeah.
that could have been a better show, right?
So now,
That's it.
so now I'm looking at the reaction time out of the blocks. Jamaica had the second to last reaction time. Guess who have a slower reaction time than we? Switzerland. I don't know where Switzerland finishing at the race. These are the things that I talk about, boss. Like last year, them do it with the Kemba foolishness. Last year, we said them have the best four, a foolishness better. What kind of best four? Does remember say Kemba Nelson did on the team. Them do the Kemba foolishness last year. But think say at least some point they would have learned. I say, you know what? This is our starter. Adrian, you can tell me. No matter what place Nesta Carter come at trials,
Yes.
come championship, and Nesta Carter starting the relay. He is the designated starter.
But as I stated, bro, it's just like with the USA team. It no matter which part TT Terry come, brother. TT Terry is a monster on a relay. So
This is the same woman. This is the same woman who anchored USA team last year, and the same Sharika Jackson could not catch her. They just built feet, and we're losing. Okay, so we know how to make exchanges cleanly. The US doesn't, but they're beating us.
Yeah, they're beating us.
As a matter of fact, we're self-destructing. They're not beating us. We're self-destructing at this point.
Yeah.
From last year, I said it. You listen. There's no way you put 3 past the post before everybody else and lose a 4x1. That don't make no sense in no universe that I live in. 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna lose a 4x1.
Oh.
You know what? Right now,
are what, second and third fastest ever in the history of.
You know what, Kems? They could have just went with Akil picks last night, because I guarantee that Akil pick on that third leg would have done better than Shashali.
I don't think so.
She would have.
But I think it would make a difference.
What team would you have run?
I don't think so.
What team would you have preferred to see?
Me?
Yeah.
So this is the team of me that wants to see. Brianna to Sharika to Elaine to Sherry. That's a my team. I believe that team is a bit more. I believe that team is more competitive, and I want Sharika at the start of the zone, so she get for run longer.
Yes, all of it.
Like all of these things are where you have to put into play for winner relay.
And here's how that make a lot of sense to me. You're giving Brianna less distance to trap. So you're not getting the Brianna that's gonna break down so rapidly. By the time she get the button, you're talking about early in the exchange zone. And she's letting go late in the exchange zone. You can't get better than that. That just seems like, I don't know.
And look at Leroy Johnson. You see, man like him, I like Maurice Wilson. Think small. Just like, look, that makes no sense. Nina Brianna or Elaine runs up 11 this year. Why would you leave it? But TT Terry came 6th at the trials, run 11 something, and demolished that backstretch. Talu, all of the guns them on the backstretch. TT Terry demolished everybody. Every single body.
Chemistry and cohesiveness plays a bigger part than foot speed.
You're telling me about
times in other relays.
You just have people who, as Coach Q said, there are people who are just relay runners.
Yes.
That's all they are.
Yes.
So come tell me about no time this, time that. Time get your silver medal. Time to get your gold.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about, imagine if them leave TT Terry for us and say, well, you, Tamara Clark, you beat TT Terry. Come on the team. Tamara Clark will nearly sell out them relay in the heat and run out of the zone.
Yeah.
Miss it by a little inch. Get out of there. You're not good enough. I'm sorry. Natasha Morrison, not good enough. Sasha Lee
No,
Fox,
he's not.
ordinary.
Yes.
Not good enough. Can't come from my relay team. We need to find a way to get Maurice Wilson and all them people there out of the team. They might mash up the country, brother. No, I swear to
But
God,
question,
brother.
but no, no, but question though, bro. You get up Maurice Wilson. Are there coaches out there that are willing to take up that spot up there,
Only for
knowing
them.
the
Coach,
pressure that it comes
coach
with?
still come every night. Ready. Ask him, ready to take up the role. Boss, we need young, innovative, sensible people where make decisions. No bias, no ego. Let it go. Let it out. Have those tough conversations. All right, Taekwondo Tracy, sorry, can't pick up on the team this time. Natasha, I win when I try for win, sorry. Have those tough conversations in a respectable manner. Not bring someone. No.
All right. I have a question. Since Taekwondo Tracy came out with his video and Oral Tracy made his, do you think the selectors were feeling pressured into not picking people based off their performances from the trials? So now they just put out whatever so the public can say. Or was it you think it like, oh, see, I told you, if I did it that your way, it wouldn't have worked out. So they just throw that team out there just to prove, say, hey, what you guys were thinking about Taekwondo situation, it's not going to work.
So,
or they were scared to make the tough decision.
Well, they were scared to make a tough decision, I believe, but also, all right, because again, Oral Tracy did another video and him take down the first mixed relay video because him said Maurice was so much vexed and mad and all of them something there. So him take down what him said about the mixed relay. However, Taekwondo Tracy alluded to the fact say what Oral Tracy was saying about the mixed relay was actually accurate. But Taekwondo Tracy said, hey, I'm not a part of the mixed relay team, so I'm not going to talk about that. I don't really care about that. I'm going to talk about my role. So I'm saying, obvious, all right. Let us be honest. There's always going to be some form of favoritism in camps. Honest. So Alison Felix will always be on a relay, whether she run in an 100-meter, whatever.
No, that's not true.
She's always been there.
Hold on. At the tail end of her career, she was running mixed relays. America don't play those games.
Come on, bro.
America don't play them games.
End of her career. End of her career. Come on, man.
She could hardly walk them time. But
to the point that it's not whether or not. No, if you're not ready or you're not good enough, them not put it. They don't play.
All right, cool. Yeah, but that's what I say. Like when I saw Elaine. And right now, Elena not my favorite cup of tea because I feel that she's certified yam. However, when we see Elaine running at the heat, I'm like, yes, she can give me something. I know she can give me a better leg than Natasha and Sasha Lee. I know she can give me that. So I'm saying, all right then, Elaine, check. Brianna, I'm a starter, check. Obviously, Shelly and Sherika, check. All I have to figure out now is, all right, let me see how the USA match up. I need to match up so that I can combat what they're doing, give my anchor leg a little lead, and they carry it through. We not do that. We want no, because them get called out, they want to make it seem like, all right, well, see, 4x1 men, we use the same 4. These are the 4 in order. These are the ones who won, so them we use. Same thing with the ladies. First, second, third, them go, and obviously Shelly got a buy, so she go, and that way I use. So now them want to do damage. They want to do what you call it again?
Damage limitation.
They say
damage limitation.
Sure, that word the sound good, but I remember the exact word of what I use. But like them want to fix everything now after
damage control.
The damage control. Yes, sir. But I don't know another time.
No.
You go for instance, triple C say it in that comment section. Make a boy go.
No another time for do it, boss. Another time. No, it's just not the time for do it. Like, me legitimately think say, like, I don't know how that happened, right? Hindsight 2020. But I know for sure, Natasha can't start my relay. David Realys should take over from Maurice Wilson. He's not affiliated with any club. Sure, get him up in there. Like, and I don't think you being the technical leader, the technical whatever, you're not supposed to coach any club boss. You're not supposed to be.
There must be some kind of feeling of a conflict of interest whenever
Have
you're
to.
okay. My five athletes there, so I want to meet a food, because
So
that's what
hear what, Adrian. Before I say what I'm going to say to you, there's currently 139 people watching the stream, and I'm sure that you guys haven't liked the videos as yet. So ensure to like the stream. But I've seen quite a few people saying that the only reason that Shasha Lee Forbes is there on that relay team is because she's a part of Sprint Tech. Who is the coach of Sprint Tech?
well.
We have to remember, though, obviously, yeah, Sasha Lee there, Spring Tech, but also remember, she came second at trials as well. Right?
It means nothing.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it means nothing. But
You
remember,
just named off the US 100-meter final, right?
I did. However,
Where's the second person from US trials?
in the camp, sleeping.
Cooking, yes.
No, but man, no, I'm making that point to say, remember, he was being accused of creating his own thing, bringing his own people, doing his own. So now he must say, okay, if you want to go by the book, this is how it's going to be by the book. But I guarantee Gabby and Elaine on that third leg, I like Elaine.
Yeah, man, and say Dr. Dan saying here that imagine Gabby see Elaine or Shelley next to her on the third leg. Part of race is psychological.
You see, look at Sasha Lee Forbes, who this?
Yeah.
Who this?
Soap. What? Yeah,
Brother,
look like this really give me for run against. Wow.
Yeah, a gold medal this.
Yeah, Gabby start talk patois. She return to her roots. This is it? Really?
But if you think about it, we've been messing up a lot over the past couple of years, and as you guys rightfully stated, Kimba per se, right, and even Natasha, both these athletes tend to get in there running to the latter part of the races. Why not use the fast starter? Because obviously it's a relay. See, you're not gonna need all of them people who are gonna get in them running to the back end of the race. No, you need that bullet start out the blocks to at least have a. Well, we know that USA first leg is going to blow away Jamaica, Zine, but at least let the gap be a little bit closer.
Devon, when I get it, my brother. Me not get it, my brother. When I get it, how we can have all these people can be paid millions of dollars to do the same wrong thing over and over and over. At some point in time.
I get how they do that, because you get to get away with it, so you're not gonna change.
At some point in time.
Why change? I'm not change. If every year I know say this boys club that I call the JAAA is going to always have me in it, because you get in the JAAA by people who are already in the JAAA, and if them not let you in, you don't have a vote. You can't vote. You can't get rid of such money. That is how it works. So it's an enclosed pen basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not let you in the club, no change not happen right. So of course, I'm not gonna let you in. Man, we are gonna look for get me out. That don't make no sense. And that's one of the biggest problems. You see, if that don't change, where elected members aren't fairly selected by a larger body than just who know who let in, who will never have any change in that organization. It's like me have my little click and say, oh, if the money come in, I disrupt stuff, so I leave him over this. So let's keep up with people. Like, that's why Coach Q and a lot of other coaches say, hey, I will never be picked for a team. I will never get on a team because I'm not going to stay there and kiss ass. And a lot of other coaches in Jamaica, they feel the same way. They won't be picked. Like, I know one man personally on the team right now, and I know his kiss ass to get up there. I won't call any name, but I know him personally. And it is what it is. We won't see any meaningful changes until people start putting themselves aside. Like, you're not important at this point. The athletes are. It's almost like a referee trying to take over a football game. Like, we're not come to see you, Reggie. We're come to see Ronaldo and Messi in that order, right? We're not come to. It's a mess. It's a huge mess, and I hope they sort it out. But
I saw what you just did, but I'm just
very little faith.
But exactly saying that they keep putting Sherika on the anchor. I don't think Sherika is the best anchor. Them saying she can't hand off the ball and she needs to learn to hand off a ball. Yeah, we've been saying that, man, for a minute now, but they see it different. And here's Ayana saying that that's a thing. Every year is the same thing. The athletes see the relay as a bonus medal. Hmm. Here's Jeff saying that all in all was expected, but we need to really put some respect on Shelly's name. She's a true champ.
Shelly was hurt in that race. I'm not sure how many people saw that. She was hurt on the backstretch and she did not quit. That is a remarkable, that's very commendable of anyone in this world. Like you could have stopped and said, "No, I'm not. I'm preserving the rest of my season," but she said, "No, I have to get this stick to that other woman so we can still be in it." It takes somebody truly tough to pull off that. You can't like the mentality to do that. It's just not what a lot of people are built of. Like I told you already, there's just some things about some athletes that's just innate. The toughness, you can't coach the toughness. They just build like that. And she's just that person. And she proved it. Like a lot of people have quit. Like when Bert Cameron was injured in his race and decided, nah, stop. Those kind of people, you can't coach them up. They just have it. And you have to respect that.
And here's Philly the vibe saying that US team is better this year, no matter who were in the relays, the outcome would be the same.
Yeah, I
Cash.
mean, fair and fine, but at least I want a competition out of
No,
it.
no,
Like
we
I said,
can't say fear.
see,
We can't say fear because we don't know. We don't know. You
I
can
mean,
you
it's after the fact, though. It's after the fact. So let's give him the point. It's after the fact. But I want to stay in the race as long as possible. I
yeah.
believe we could have stayed in that race longer than like you can't. We were it was done by the third leg, to be honest with you. And when you watch a replay, you realize it was done from what 150 was over. Like like to me, it's almost like Gabby was laughing, running past Sasha Lee, and this
Yeah.
once you got the stagger, race over. They already two-step up on you.
Already two step. I know them have the inside lane.
And here's
Brother.
Cash saying that Shelly was hurt and she gave the button first. Sherika did nothing on the final leg.
That's a bit pushing. Maybe nothing on the final leg.
Oh,
And
who them
here's
say get nothing on the final leg?
Sherika.
Sharika. I don't believe. I don't think I
I,
believe that.
so by nothing, I think she never closed the gap. But we have to remember, Shakari is a 10.65 runner, proven. Sharika personal best is 10.65, proven. So if Shakari get the button before her, realistically, what we expect? What's our true expectation? And I like Gabby Thomas, or she couldn't catch TT Terry, even though the gap was a little bit bigger last year. But we
So
couldn't. Yeah,
at that point, here's what I think it would come down to. So both ladies ran the 100 meter. Both ladies ran the 200 meter. We saw what each of them did, right? Both of them had tired legs. In respect to the days of competition, they expanded just as much. Like nobody got to rest and show up for the 4x1. Both of them was there, right? If they had drawn the bottom, I believe it would have came down to guts. You know, when the final day of champs draw and you bring an athlete who run the 1, 2, 4x1, and you say, hey, a time for the 4x4. Legs dead, you know. But you see, there's just some athletes, and Marvin Anderson, I can remember, right? And Christopher
I
Taylor.
can you remember when Christopher Taylor, him and Akeem
Yes,
Bloomfield, and the man
exactly
will
where I was
run
going.
out Bloomfield belly.
Right, exactly where I was going. There's just sometimes it just comes down to guts because if we're both proven at 10-6, yeah, we're at a championship. This is our last race. I'm going to show you. That's why I said earlier, keep me in the race long enough and make sure prove that she's that girl, that woman. Let her prove it to me. Prove say
Yeah,
you really did beat me in another 100 meter there. Let's
yeah.
draw back
Yep.
together. That's all I was asking for. Just stay in it a little bit longer. Give yourself a fighting chance. I don't think we did.
And here's Kezzy Nicholson saying that I believe that all the female athletes were affected mentally by the drama that was happening in the camp, hence the performance thumbs up to Shelly. Hope she gets well by God's grace.
No, these women aren't that soft. I can't agree with that. These women aren't cupcakes. They're built for this. You don't think they have to face drama at training days? I'm hearing a reverb. What's going on?
Getting a feedback.
Listen, and again, remember what we were talking, and again, Adrian, another thing. Remember we were talking about how TT Terry and Shakari was against Gabby Thomas and all of that?
Right.
On the track, business
Yes.
as usual.
Different conversation.
After we can go back and hate each other.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
the
man, what a
track,
business after that? On the track, what business we deal with?
business as usual. You see them celebrate everything after them go behind the scenes because it was a big thing in a US camp. Even Adrian came here and said, well, I don't think Shakari can focus after what's going on over here. It was a
Yeah.
big thing in a US camp.
Yeah.
And it was TT Terry and Shakari, obviously them train at the same club, versus Gabby Thomas. And it kick off and so. But them execute, and get the job done, boss. I don't
Doctor
know.
Dan the race put Doctor Dan to sleep.
Yeah, man, doctor that said that I work night
In
shift and
stress,
I
and the
woke up to
stress,
watch the
and the stress
race.
of the moment. You just want to sleep it off and start fresh tomorrow. I know them way there. Yeah, it reminds me of when we never get picked for a particular relay team and we have to sleep the night off. Yeah, back in the days.
I hear some Jeff saying that today was a repeat of the 1992 Barcelona Olympics. Juliet and had cramp in her leg and wasn't able to hand over to the third leg. That's why I have to give respect to Shelley. All right, before getting coach views, there's currently 179 of you on the stream. Come on, man, get those likes up, get those subscription up. Let's do it. Coach, welcome, man. Welcome.
Over there. There like everybody.
You have to take a nap before you come give views, though.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do normal routines to kind of normalize life a little bit. Yeah,
You
but
know, so then in the comment section, I chunk if I become coach of national team. There.
right, I don't think that will happen. I don't
Coach,
think. I think
coach,
it might
coach,
be.
hold
I
on.
might be.
Coach, before you even talk about the race, let me ask you, what can I do first? Me will take the fall for everybody. What can I do to get rid of the technical leader and all of them? What can I do? Who can I talk to?
Listen, listen. That is a total different argument, and that is deep rooted. The roots, you know, the operations, the association, go back years. And the only way, well, I think if I public say the only way to fix it, then it probably put them on them guard. So and let me not disclose. But outside of that, I think valiant effort today by the women. I know a lot of persons are disappointed, and I think what disappoints me is for once the shoulda and the coulda, and that is imagine Shelley hobbled the back strip for about 40 meters or so, where we saw TT Terry look like. As at one point, I was wondering, I was like, yo, what am I seeing? Nobody runs down Shelley.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
TT
so,
Terry marched
yeah,
down Shelley and Fraser Price.
yeah. So
Never in history.
after that, something was wrong. So when I started up close street, I saw that, and I was even more amazed that irrespective of the order and who was on the team and who run where, that team could have easily run sub 41 had Shelley been 100%.
And that would
Coach
have
Q,
put us that would have put
Coach
us where?
Q,
Gold medal?
Coach Q. Coach
Hold
Q.
on, hold on, Kems. That sub 40 with what medal? Because
Sub
nobody want
41,
to hear nothing but goaling. That's
yeah,
what
well, sub
everybody to
40,
Jamaica right now.
USA ran 41 0, right?
Right.
Sub 40 would have been a woman.
Well, I mean, I don't know. You have to be clear. Suppose US would
Yeah,
have run faster if Shelley was
no,
was supposed to win.
US had no hiccup. We had a major one. US took advantage of our dismay and did the do. So again, I take nothing from the US. Again, as I said, the
Well,
That last 40 meters for Shellyan took off. That was like point 0.2, and we ran 41.
so listen to me. I have Natasha Morrison as a personal friend on my Facebook. I have a long message for right here right now. Call me cyberbully. Call me
No,
no Coach
I
Q.
don't think she did that, but
No, she did no.
honestly,
She did a horrendous job.
yeah.
Slow, second to last reaction time, bad.
The reality is, even if she had the best start, the result would have been the same for Shellyan on the back stretch. It's not
Well,
she makes Shellyan get hurt.
probably Shelly wouldn't have push someone. I don't know.
No, no,
Coach Q did
That's
answer
okay. I
that
should get in
phone
run
no.
a walk.
below.
You receive solid evidence, and everybody saw and have an understanding of exactly what happened. All right, regardless of the order, and we still managed to run 41-2. That in itself, I think, credit to the four girls. They went out there and they did their best. We all don't agree with the order. I knew from yesterday that the order not going to be what anybody expected to be. Right? Some would have said why Sasha Lee never start instead of her, or why this, or
No,
why that, or why Brianna
why
wasn't on
Sasha
the
Lee
team,
never in the
or
stands?
why Elaine wasn't on the team. There are so many. I think I was in a group one time and one person said, "Oh, whenever you hear about Shelly run backstretch, what kind of backstretch that Shelly don't run backstretch?" And I'm like, "Come, the girl got hurt, the lady got hurt. This is Shelly and Fraser Price you're talking about." And then after a while, I just realized that, all right, so people just don't and don't understand. So I just kind of sit back and don't engage in those conversations.
Who would have been your four had you been the technical director? You're
Um,
auditioning for the job now.
no, I'm not.
Let's hear it. I am going to
No,
give you the job if you get
no.
this right.
Oh, if I get it right, that is the issue. That is the issue. There is really no. They can. You won't know if it's wrong or right until you see the results at the end of the day. And I'm saying that as a coach. A lot of times I put a relay team out there and I put a particular order out there, and it's trusting my intuition, trusting my understanding of the athletes, and trusting my gut. And I can say majority of the time it work out, but there are times when it just isn't.
So Coach Q, let
And
me ask you.
for example, and this past champs, I had Quinella for class 4 for the 100 meters,
Right.
and that one girl, one of the girl that won the 100, won the double, she won the 200, right? I had a second place in the 70-meter hurdles. All three girls ran on my 4x1 team. We didn't even medal.
You never even know?
We didn't
Medal.
even medal. We didn't medal. You get me? So that is to show you in terms of the whole issue with relays. You won't
Why
know
why you think why you
until the
think you never
results are.
medal though?
There were a couple of hiccups as far as the handovers. I did anticipate a medal, but guess who medal? I mean, not who medal. Who won was the team that one never have had somebody come eighth in the finals for the 100, and then three other randoms and move. It worked. It's just because they
So
had better changes and exchanges on the day. We just didn't.
Coach Q, I am
Without oh girl, the big runner. Oh, what's her name?
Without who?
Great Britain. You're referring to Great Britain winning a medal
Yeah, it's like Great Britain. When I medal without Asha Smith.
without Asha Smith, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a solid third. And a lot of persons just said that's because Cote d'Ivoire did drop because that
Okay,
was
wait. Stick up in. Let me go back to it. What did Cote d'Ivoire? Like I was too upset to look beyond second place. What did Cote d'Ivoire finish?
they didn't finish. They didn't finish. They
Oh, they
didn't
didn't
pass.
finish.
No, they had an issue on I think the second to third leg, I believe.
Was it Talu is involved in that?
Atalu drop. Atalu drop.
Yeah.
Talu drop.
She need forgot St. Thomas got take a wash off.
It's a little good, man.
It
But
now
again,
work.
as I was saying, despite the order, and I right now I have no we call it argument to the order or whatever. I think my main thing is Shelley. So, rather than criticizing the order and how it was run, clearly, Shelley had a better, had healthy legs and was able to run at full potential. We saw the first 40 meters. She was opening up such a gap on TT, right? And then as you close on it, just all of a sudden, you just see Terry just started to surge back.
So
Even whoever was in the Great Britain on the outside, she was totally gobbled up. And
yeah,
then towards the end, she started to pull her back away from Shelley. Clearly, and as I said, Shelley, and watching that slow motion with the head on, and you seeing Shelley literally dragging that right leg every couple steps.
right,
For
right,
me,
right, right. But
that was
remember, you're
heartbreaking.
in an interview for the technical director job right now. Are you going with the same four?
Um, I personally, if I would use the same for me personally, no.
Who's coming in and who's not? Who's coming?
Um, I would have, I would have had Elaine.
No
I would have
brainer.
had Elaine, no brainer. I would have had Elaine, and my challenge thereafter now would be deciding whether to drop Sasha Lee or Natasha. And I would have had Elaine just on the basis of I believe she has something special in terms of a special, and based on the glimpse that we saw from the preliminaries.
Like
All
like
right.
Coach
But we
Q.
can't, Kems, we can't have this man as technical director. Make him stay coach.
Hold on, no. Coach Q.
Uh,
I wish Maurice Wilson never get a good night's sleep again for have the Olympic champion on the sidelines for Sasha Lee fans. I'm sorry. He's not supposed to ever sleep good another night. He's
yeah.
supposed to
Well,
he's supposed to have nightmares about
his
decisions.
argument, his technical argument would be the Olympics was how many years ago?
I mean,
But
but I'm just saying she's the Olympic
yeah,
champion by title.
yeah, but
But I'm
at
saying
this day,
even
on the day in the conference.
yeah, but even in the heats, I thought Elaine ran better than Sasha Lee in the heats. So again, that is my reasoning again for say, hey, pedigree heats, Elaine in there, but Sasha Lee a female athlete, so we know that go.
You know what Sasha Lee remind me of? When me in college and them give out group project and I don't do nothing and still get an A. That's what it's like. The way she
But
got
the
it don't
reality,
seem like there was no effort in that run.
the reality, in majority of the relay teams, if that I've put together, I've been a part of. We've always had one person, when that person's job is just to ensure the next person get the ball.
Yeah.
It's not to open the gap, it's not to cut nobody. Your role is just take the button and carry it to the next person. And then we know what that other person would do. And especially, I think on that relay team was just the person to carry the button from Shelly and give it to Sharika and say, all right, my job is done. It's not supposed to create a gap, make any big impact on the positioning of the team, but you're just supposed to hand over to Sharika and Sharika do the rest.
Mm.
So it's not every team will have a solid four. Expect because honestly, especially 10-9, you have a 21-8 at championships, have a period 21-6. She will have some sort of she can maneuver the curve, right? Which is why they put her there. So it would be a big challenge for her. I think she would have won. But again, I just figured she's a carrier. Her job was just to carry the button from Shelly and hand it over to Sharika. Unfortunately, what happened to Shelly? She, I think my anticipation of that team and everything gone well is up to the ankle leg and the handoff. Sharika and Shakira would have gotten button either right beside each other or Sharika an inch in front.
Had they gotten the button together, what do you think would have happened?
I no that no. As I stated yesterday, there are some situations where you just have to watch and see because it's not a 200, it's 100 meters, and chances are it might end up be depending on how they change might be less than that. And we saw what happened in the 100 meters, but we also saw what happened in the 200 meters. So it's That would have been a sight to see. I could have seen today where Sharika closed a little bit. You could have seen like she got a couple steps in, but then after a
Yeah.
while,
And now
impression
where your
stopped.
glasses coach you, man. Not close. Not a
That one,
thing close.
no,
No,
no.
she closed it a
That,
little bit. She closed
No,
it.
there was a little. There
Yeah, she
was
closed it a
actually,
little
in
bit.
the mid run. In the
only
middle, there was a
when she
close.
close it, when Shakari comes up.
No,
Show
in
the
the
line.
middle, there is a close.
Show the
But
line.
at the same time, Shakir is a top end runner. So once Shakir got to her top end speed, all the closing done. But,
Yep.
yeah, but
And there's
valiant
currently
effort nonetheless.
all right. And there's currently 200 people on the stream. Come on, man, like up the thing, man, and subscribe to the thing. But
Stream a buzz tonight.
41-21, 41-21, as you stated, though, man. I mean, we expected better, but it wasn't a slouch time, if we're being
It
honest.
wasn't. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't knock the four because if with Shelly miss, and what happened to Shelly, still managing to run 41-21. You know which world championships that would have won?
Yeah, and the time that won 41-03. Jamaica national record is at what 41-02.
41-02. Yeah,
So we'd have needed a
41-02.
national record to actually beat the US.
We would have needed a national record. I suspected that before we would have needed some 41.
And a personal mind mentality, you know what you do? We get the national record. And if that's what it takes, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
You pull it out. Like sometimes you just in sports, sometimes you just have to just pull it out of your socks. Like, yo, I don't care what I'm going to do about me. I get the result today.
And I think everything was in line with that. Trust me, once I saw Shelly get that button and started to move, I said, yes, all right, we in business until.
Listen, man. Yo, right now, man. Vex again, Yo, make us change this topic.
Unwrap your head a little bit. Tight now.
You're Gamba to your US passport.
Your passport, the right? Just say, hey, I'm only hanging on to the thread with the 4x4. I know we're going to talk about it, but you have said at least I don't want to see tomorrow. Not even understands me want to see me. I don't want to see
Yo, right, this is a jump right now. So, the men's 4x4. I looked at the heats earlier today. What we thought about Jamaica's performance and what alternations will we make going into the final?
Very cool.
I think it was a good showing today for the men. Honestly, the heats were bad. 259 without Watson or without Sean Bailey. I could have taken that.
I heard somewhere that Bailey's out.
Yeah, so Bailey was injured because he was actually supposed to run the preliminaries, so they pulled him and put in Anderson. So he suffered some hamstring. I don't know if it's a strain or a cramp or whatever. So he might. Well, I wouldn't take a chance with him tomorrow for the finals unless it was just something very minor. So I suspect he'll be out. So I think the only addition you'd expect is Watson. And I think Watson goes in bad this.
No, give me Roshan Clark too. Powell got to go.
You know, I would actually consider Roshan over thing because I think I've seen that young man run on a 4x1 and on a 4x4.
And if you talk about guts, if you talk about like I see Powell running the heats. Like this is your audition. This man looking around like say he's 50 meters ahead. And then the whole field like catch up. Thank you, Lord, for Mr. Barnes with that nice 44. 44-7, I think. Yeah.
Roshan said he's running tomorrow, then boy, we're in for I think that would be a good addition.
Boy, Fluffy know how to do our research, man.
Yeah, man, Fluffy do our research real good.
We have to meet this Fluffy.
Fluffy, you do your research very tight and tidy.
Wow.
I like that, Fluffy.
Wow.
Hey, but listen, Coach Q. So this is my team for tomorrow. Gold medal team for tomorrow.
Stop. They start.
Crazy, yes, yeah.
We will not win.
I'm supposed to debak at Jamaica right now.
Kebs.
Huh?
Kebs, take your mind off the gold medal. I promise you we're not winning.
No. They're winning the gold medal.
Take
They're
your
winning
mind
the...
off it. Just don't get your hope. Please don't get anybody on this live hopes up. We're not winning the
No,
gold
they're
medal.
winning the
I promise
gold
you
medal
that.
tomorrow. Big boy for start.
You
Right?
don't learn enough.
We're
Give me
getting
big
that
boys.
gold medal, bro. Say it again.
Yeah, gold medal. Big boy start.
That is it.
Give me Clark on the second leg. Give me Zandrian on him same third leg that he was exceptional in. And Antonio Watson, bring it home. Bring it home like we are bringing it home for the 400. That is a
You're
gold
the man.
medal.
You're the man. Them say the man. Them say Antonio Watson is what we expected of Donkeyman and Chris Taylor.
Oh gosh.
Yes,
So, so how you plan to beat Team USA who didn't use Quincy and
use
Who did
Norman.
you do?
um Quincy Hall?
Means,
Okay.
Quincy
and
not
another
beating
guy in
Watson on that
Norman.
anchor, brother. Watson is
Hold
going to
on.
eat
No, no, no,
Quincy
no.
again.
Norwood and Quincy.
Norwood. Right. Norwood
They
and
they
Chris was
run they run a faster time than us without two of the better athletes.
Yeah,
We only
but
have one badass to bring in.
I wouldn't underestimate Rashawn Clark. That boy is a fighter.
Yeah. I'm sorry, gentlemen. You're reaching your heart too far, right?
No, and listen,
I
again,
think
No, it's when we expect a silver. I expect a silver.
if we had Sean Bailey in that lineup tomorrow too, I would have probably, think that I would have said, yeah man, we that. That's always. I want Jamaica to win the gold. I want Jamaica to win the
like
gold. But
Jamaica has never won
it
a
going to take
goal.
it going to take 257. 257.
They have it. They
No,
have
no,
it.
no, no. America is running 256 like clockwork. They're going to do it. I promise
No.
you.
Well, America does that, and like as you see, and that is their go-to time. We just need a 256 team and we win. So,
And you know
but
they might come with some trickery
it's a really
and pull like
Ray
only
Benjamin,
from the four hurdles.
Ray Benjamin, and throw
Right.
him in the other guy, Allen. Not
You know
Allen.
the
Other
most
four.
disrespectful thing I see USA do in a 4x4? The most disrespectful thing I saw them do was when they realized Jamaica had a chance to win the 4x4 last year. They said, you know what? Let's go for Atting. This is how serious they are about their relay. Let's get Atting
Yes.
move. Them have a
Yes.
chance, but let's shut this door
Yeah.
early.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
don't play games. Why are we not on that level? We don't play games with people.
Yeah,
Well,
because
they might not play games and decide to say, all right, come again and throw in a tire goal.
That's why I go for
yeah.
Russian Clark, brother.
Huh?
But they said that's why I go for Russian Clark and say we're not going to play games either.
Yeah, yes, you throw
Hey,
somebody on it
we-
like just like I
Personally-
like just like when Bolt was competing. I in the back of my mind I say, yo, any one of these years we're competitive, Bolt need to sign up for that 4x4.
Yeah, looks
And I
like we
don't
can
care
have
if you
it.
don't
Sure,
do no 400 training all year.
you just need to give me the last 200.
Yes.
That's all you need.
Yes.
That's the last 200. But I'm like that to the release. I said once I always play it safe to get to the finals. In the finals, I make sure anything in
Yeah,
that part is sweet.
all the gloves come off in the final. Like, no.
Yeah. I'll take my risk there. It
Yes.
sounds backwards, but I'll take my risk in the finals.
No, but that is what it is, and that's how I am too. Like, and I will live by my decision. I don't care what happens after that. Like, I will go to the grave with the decision, but I'm going for it. Like, you can't tell me I'm going any other way than how I'm going. And you compete. Like, don't just go out there and play it safe or because of pressures you don't want to put out such and such. No, that don't make no sense to me. You already get under fire for
Like
me.
it's too late. Might as well. Might as well.
You just continue. The car crash
Listen.
already like
Just like when the Titanic sink and the man did up on the motor and say, you go and play music, yeah. We don't sing.
Yeah.
Too late. Too late.
Yeah, this
So,
is
no
about
still-
jumping off the ship and waste of time. Just continue playing.
Wait a second. Just continue. Enough life out there to play.
Yeah,
But realistically speaking, how do we see the medals going tomorrow?
So Jamaica to win. USA second. Maybe somebody turn, I guess.
let me ask you guys something.
Somebody.
Me, Maybe something is wrong with my internet, but am I
India
seeing
third.
India in the finals?
India third. Yes, man.
India
With an
third,
air
see?
record. Sub 3 minutes. Yeah, man. India.
Has
India for
India
third.
ever won a medal at a world championship? Yes, the
I
throw.
don't know. The throw.
Um,
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, yeah,
disrespect Neeraj
yeah,
Chopra, bro. Don't do it.
sorry,
yeah,
my
Neeraj
yeah,
is
apologies.
Olympic champ, either world or
Yes.
Olympic
yeah,
champion. Don't do that, man.
yeah. But on the track, they were very impressive, though.
No.
I must say, they were very impressive.
The
They were very
second
impressive.
largest population in the world, and you can't find
Well,
one.
they finally find four. I think that's it. The population too big. So we're in
No,
Jamaica.
no,
We are so our population so small. You have to say, no, man. You
no,
can see the talent. You can't really see the
no,
talent.
no, foolishness. They might play too much
But I
cricket.
think
They
that
need to
they
expand.
kind of underperformed a bit, because remember that they had two guys in the long jump that was jumping 840s all season, and they
Yes,
didn't deliver in the finals.
yes.
Yeah, stage fright, man. And when I can't say stage fright, because I say you go to a stadium and see so much people. When them go outside the morning time and see that amount of people.
Yeah, the same amount of people outside the same at the stadium,
So,
man.
Probably way
so,
more.
right. Yeah. But I think it going to be the battle going to be between Jamaica and the US. And I'm not sure if any other team that has like any additions really. Um,
Isn't
but
it? Isn't it sad that Botswana had so many good 400 runners coming in, and they just
yeah,
all faded in the 400 mark?
yeah,
Isn't
I
that's
think
one
they
of the
were,
saddest things
It's
I've
not just
seen.
fading. Remember that
one
Endor
got
got
injured.
injured, bro.
Yeah, they got injured, and they
Yeah.
I
At
think there was
Endor,
one that
at
was
Endor
injured
being part of the
before the
team would have had them
championships.
medal in.
And you know what? We talk about taking a risk. I bet you they would have put Let's Hill Tobago on that final.
I'm gonna ask you.
I
Now tell me,
guarantee you they would
They
have did.
made the final,
I'm
right?
gonna,
No, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Botswana did it.
yeah,
They
Really?
did.
An Olympic
Yeah, they
leg.
did.
Wow.
The
That's impressive.
fastest qualifier.
Yes, they
yeah,
did.
it's squeezing. You.
Small Q.
Yeah.
259.42. Okay.
Yeah, so you see the amount of
Well, don't be
259.
surprised if Tobago runs.
Yeah, I won't be surprised.
Hmm.
I just kind of mash up a leg.
Yep. But Adrian, which player of let's say USA to win Jamaica second or third?
Team USA will win. Let's not get our hopes up. Okay, don't take your money and go bet on anything like such man has suggested before. Because I've gotten a lot of messages from people saying they lost their house and they lost the car and them lost them woman because of
Of a
losing
Ryan
the house
Benjamin
and the
done.
car. Talking about come up out of the struggle with safe bet. Do not bet on this one. Jamaica's not getting that gold medal. The US will win. We definitely will win second. We will finish second in that race. And just for fun, I want to see that India team get bronze. Just for the fun of it.
Yeah, you know what I'm loving? I've consistently seen, especially in the 4x1, Italy in the men's
Yes.
and the women's final for the 4x1. I don't think they had any. They had no finalists for the women in the 100 or 200.
They're the
No, they
Olympic
have
champion, aren't they?
for the men, yeah,
Yeah,
for the
they're
men,
Olympic champion for the
right?
men.
Yeah, and to think that gentleman that ran that ankle leg for Italy, that ran against or that ran away from our national champion, right? I do that personal best of what 992.
Yeah.
That open up.
It's like the more we go on, the more sadness you bring on with Fox that presented itself in both races. Like it does get more depressing and more depressing. Like this is
It's a
what we come to.
championship. It's a championships, and as I said, it's not we amidst all the disappointments and the vexations and stuff. How many medals are we on now?
11.
11 medals for
Someone
a
on this
for a
live
core
said
championship.
someone on this live said we were only going to get 6, but we'll talk about that another time.
Oh yeah, you
So,
know that tomorrow we're going to talk about that because he's going to need to apologize to the entire massive. This man said
No, that
you're
was sorry.
lucky,
That was when I was American. Sorry,
lucky to get a 7.
sorry, sorry. Gotta fight back that guy. Sorry.
what is it? Show me Jamaica birth certificate. That's not this guy.
They're right. Also.
That's a wrong somebody, sir. Wrong
Ram somebody. You know.
And hey, just to add to that, we were on record pace in terms of medal haul.
we were.
My books, we were on record because when
I
you
think
consider,
if Ricketts.
You have
um,
Ricketts, you have Hibbert, you have Broadbell.
Yes.
yes, the
Yes.
thrower, Stoner,
That Stoner.
um, I'm
Who
missing
who
somebody.
who
Hold
that?
on, hold on, hold on.
Tell
So,
me.
so you guys really had Roger Stone a medal in?
I mean, the man threw 22. If him repeat that
No,
performance,
not
he's getting
Stoner.
not
Not
Stoner.
Stoner.
No,
Sorry,
that's
Yeah.
not
that's
no
Rajinja.
no no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Trust me.
sorry, no. The
That's
big thrower,
Rajinja
man.
Campbell.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah, if he
And guess what?
repeated that, would have got
You know
numbers.
that he's my former alma mater as well. Yeah, man. So
What
big up to
school
the
that?
man as well, man. My school down at Bush of Center named Fern Court.
Fern
Your
Court,
Ferncourt a big school. You talk like
a big
Ferncourt.
school,
Fern
yes.
A
Court and a
big
big
school.
school, brother. Fern Court
Ah, that's
small.
very
It's just
nice.
a little tiny school, bro.
The
Ferncourt are
women are the
Brownstown.
women getting gold too, 4x4.
Claremont.
Okay.
Huh?
For the women for gold for the minority
A
women in
goal we're
the
getting at that. What you talk about? Fully
Gold in
goal.
that.
Yeah, that
Goal in
can't
that.
mess up. There's nobody on any technical staff that can mess up anything about that. Like that's
Nothing.
Hmm?
Goal.
Yeah, you
there's
have a lot of
nobody beating us
confidence.
flying.
A
Coach
one person
Q,
alone can mess up
I
that.
want you to join us insane. You're looking like we don't know why you're silent. What are you
Maurice
thinking?
Wilson will say, hold my beer. I have
Yeah,
one
man.
left to feel.
A one person can mess that up, and another person can give an interview.
Ah, listen, trust me. I'm telling you, next year go out there and see Ricketts are starting up 4x4 there. Yeah.
Do we so I have a question. Do we do we put Janine Russell on it? Because listen, in the
I think it's only one
400,
change making.
huh?
They said that I think they said only one change will be made, and it's Candice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Janine come must a second or something at trials or
Yes, she
something
did.
like that.
Uh-huh.
Unless she injured, unless she's hurt.
I don't care who we put out there. Team USA is not there. We
You
will
should.
win.
You should win. We definitely should.
I
And
think
guess
we
what?
should put Sasha Lee
The
out there
first
already.
leg,
Hey,
Just, like,
only
just make up
disrespectful.
areas.
Only disrespectful.
Cheyenne,
I apologize.
in all honesty though, Cheyenne Salmon ran a great leg. Obviously, we know Stacy did well as well.
Cherokee on the
Nikisha,
first leg did well, man.
Cherokee did well.
Cherokee did the one, yeah. She ran her
Nikisha
own
Price,
race.
Nikisha Price she kind of have me a little bit worried
Price
from
was
the flat 400 to the 4x4. She looked a little bit uncomfortable in that 4x4.
Timid.
Huh? Yeah.
She looked a
She
little
looked
bit
like
stage fright.
if everybody is cutting over, is another Natalia goal situation. Then push
no,
her
no,
to the
no.
back.
No, she actually managed her cut over right properly because she was cutting over from out in lane 7. And then, but she was smart. She didn't try to make a sharp cut over. She never cut over fully till she reached the 200 mark. Because the Canada girl was actually trying to keep her out that way. So she maneuvered herself well. So I'll give her commendations for that. That was a very smart move. Because anyhow she tried to pause and put her name said that would have been the death of that.
All
So, but
right.
I think there's a good team, and I think I'm not certain who they're going to take out to put in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're more than likely to take out Shan. Shan wasn't bad either. Listen, he's a world leading time runner with that 4. So honestly, if I run back that 4, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset at all.
But
Gosh.
that will be a gold medal, man. No matter what happened, that will be a gold.
And then that will put us second in the medal hall, right? We'd have 4 along with
With Canada
Spain.
and Spain.
Yeah. Or Canada 4. Oh, you
Yep.
can win team get together and win
800 meter with Arup and the
yeah,
decathlon
and
with
then decathlon.
Lafarge.
You know, don't play with Canadian. Yeah. Serious
Yawn.
times.
Nobody taking that gold from those females tomorrow. Nobody.
Yeah. Hey, what was interesting to note? The same athlete that was, I won't say the reason why, or but the same athlete that was a part of the whole drama of Femkeball falling in that mixed 4x4 on day one is the same athlete that ran out of the zone that cost the US a spot in
Alexis
the
Holmes.
finals for the Portugal. I don't, it's crazy. I was like, boy, somebody posted, the internet don't forget nothing. So, so somebody just posted and said, let me just leave this right here. I post two pictures. She beside the ball and she ran out of the zone.
We also have the high jump final.
Yeah,
Medal.
yeah. I,
Yeah. So we could.
Medal.
There's still another medal there that we potentially
We're
could
not
have.
we're not medaling there from
listen,
paper minus.
listen. Anything with anything, any field events, chance. And to hold the championships are run, any field events, chance. I not going to tell her, oh, God, they have fun. I'm going to tell her, listen, go and look at me that. Go
Yeah.
hunt it.
Yeah.
Come on, go hunt
Yes.
it. At this
Yes.
stage,
Yeah.
I'm not going to concede until it happens. So go there. Fail.
She hasn't
I
jumped
want to
over two
go
meters
there.
as yet.
Yeah. Tomorrow is be a perfect day for you to do.
Listen, that the lady that went the discuss with was 64. Then it showed
Yes.
she never said her PB was like 60. She
And I
find
believe
4
the
meters.
hammer thrower lady also from America. Was
Amateur.
it? Yeah.
Even in the pole vault today, when the little Spanish brother jump 6 meters, 6 or 6 or 5.
Oh,
Out of nowhere,
The Philippine dude.
Philippine, yeah, 6 meters. You get me? So listen, I don't count out nobody. Field events,
No,
nobody.
no. The reason I said that is when I look at the high jump field, it's stacked.
Yeah,
Very
every
stacked.
field stop.
Yeah.
Which
Every
which
field stop. This
event
is the
never
world
stop?
championship. It's
Which
the
event
world
never stop?
championship. Yeah.
No,
It's
but
not a,
all
it's
right.
not a track meet.
The reason I said that all right. Get what you guys are saying, but there's quite a few ladies in this field that are going over 2 meters this season. Even look at the person that they have as favorite. She hasn't won as yet. Marichik. Remember that last year she was favorite and then she lost to the Australian.
Mm-hmm.
There's another Ukrainian athlete that is going crazy this season as well. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, do it tomorrow if you
Listen,
want. That is how I approach
listen.
it. Do it
For
again if you
me,
want.
I don't mind
let me
Lamar this thing come tomorrow and just shock Queen. I wouldn't mind. But I don't see
listen.
it happening.
Electrocute me.
Yeah.
Electrocute me. We're not seeing it happening because not tomorrow yet. I told you now. Say let's see it. Listen, I am on the last day at any championships. Risk it all. Go out there. Fail at it. That's fine. You can't go back.
All right, so here what? This is a message from Sasha Lee Forbes. It says, "Hey, I'm asking on a kindly to inbox me with caution because we athletes are human too. Blood flow in our veins. This particular athlete is not afraid to respond to anybody, so proceed with caution."
I watch Adrian now jumping our inbox.
I'm sorry. What is this?
I wish
Hold on.
Elton Gardner wanted to give Sasha Lee this message. I wish he had the same energy on the third
Yes.
leg for Gabby
Yeah.
Thomas.
Put
I
that
wish
energy on the third
I
leg
wish
there.
he had
No, I'm in your
this
inbox since
violent
you want
energy for Gabby Thomas.
you
But
want the
have it-
attention. Here
you
it
have
is.
it for us.
Yes.
Have it for Gabby Thomas on the third leg. Eat up the third leg with this energy. Boy, you're human too. We human too. What you mean? You don't skip
Yeah, I
work
have
to
feelings. I
come
cried
out.
when we finished second. I have feelings too.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
Again,
We say,
and this is
and I am
why,
paying
Send her
tax
the
too.
link.
and this is why. Remember, we had that whole discussion and I said in terms of how athletes set up themselves and choosing their words wisely. This was unnecessary.
Send
It's,
her the link, Elton. Send her the link and tell her to come onto the stream. Since she's afraid of nobody. We're there already. Because I have a lot of questions.
man. Well, and them, man. As I said that, Elton, may I post the link in the comment section so you can send it to her.
You,
Send
you
it
know,
to
you
her.
know, you
Because
know, I noticed something. Hold on
our
there.
champs done enough.
Since
Oh,
you have time now. But you know, since that boy, I'm sorry, not boy, that gentleman, Synergy Givens. Since him, I notice more and more athletes are coming out like you're beyond critique, like you are above criticism, some way, shape, or form. You are not, especially when fans are paying your bills. Because if we don't watch our track and field, there's no sport. that exists. If fans don't come out to football match, there's no sport. So you need to have as much respect for the fans as you demand from us. You understand?
Yeah. Come out and execute. Come out and give your
Yeah,
best. You
yeah.
can't tell me what you show me today your best. I'm sorry. I
I,
refuse to believe that.
I made a statement today in response to this message from Jeff. I made a statement today, just observation, not a wish, but I've seen a legend appear at the World Championships, win bronze in the 100 meters, pull up in the 4x. And I've witnessed same with another legend at this championship, win bronze in the 100 meters. The only difference is they managed to get back to the finish line, but suffered an injury in the 4x1. One, the previous legend retired right after that. And, well, we know that this current legend is, slowly riding the waves out. So definitely it's a new change. The only thing I wish the same in with the old, in with the new, out with the old, I wish the same would apply to the J3s.
I'm gonna be honest with everybody watching. You know why there will not be any change? Is because Kingston College exists. The J3S, since its inception, it has been a Kingston College boys club. I'm not afraid of saying it.
Yeah, that's not untrue. I think majority of the male members of the J3s as
Historically,
I
it's built,
executed
been built around Kingston College or
from morning,
boys.
from morning. Has there ever been a non-KC president of the J3s?
Uh, got Casey, got went to Casey.
I would like to think so.
No, I don't think so. No, it don't strike me as a Kingston College alumni. I could be wrong. Leave Casey out of this. Yeah, we leave them out of the Roper Cup today also.
Gentlemen,
Don't worry about it.
gentlemen, any other thoughts that you want to share before we close this off? Because tomorrow will be the closure in terms of
Wrap
world
up
champs
everything.
and all of that, and we'll be here to just do a wrap up tomorrow in period. So, any other thoughts from you guys before we just close it out?
Yeah, I think it's been a pleasant turnaround. Coming from where we started, how we started, the disappointments and mishaps earlier on. Like, it's been an Mr. Gale is a Fortis man, so
Yeah, he is. It's
there's never
confirmed. It's
not been a
confirmed.
Kingston College president.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
wild. But anyhow, I think we're seeing we have seen a amazing turnaround, and I'm pleased by it. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to talk about what I saw that we could have done better. Like, I'm that kind of person. That's why a lot of people can't get along with it, because, like, even though we win, I'm saying, yeah, we win, but we could have do this better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always searching for some kind of improvement in anything I'm doing. I just don't like to stay at, oh, I'm just at this level. I'm good right here because I'm winning. No, all right. How me I go win in style now? All right, me I win, but yeah, maybe I can increase the dominance. That's just my mentality still. But I like the turnaround we saw, and like we were on pace for record medal haul, given everything. That's amazing. So overall, it's been an awesome championship for Jamaica.
I totally agree. I concur with everything that you outlined. I think, we were blessed also with excellent competitions. Even ones that Jamaicans didn't participate in or win, but every competition was, at the edge of your seat, and I enjoy that for the sport. I think gone are the days where you literally can give people the gold medals, before the championships. I'm happy to see the sport at that level.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh,
the Jamaicans were, and with such a youthful team that we're almost pretty much equal. Well, we're on the verge of equal in our medaling haul. It speaks of the depth that we have for the future. So looking forward to 2024 and 2025. Especially with the newcomers injecting into the program.
so there's one more thing I want to touch on. Permit me some space, Levon. This sharing medal business, because you don't want jump off. I am not a fan. I don't know how many people in this chat believe in this sentimental. Oh, we're so happy we decided to share the medal together. I am not a fan of that. I'm sorry. Go and jump it off. And
They were like them because, and I think both of them scared of losing. So it's just like,
and
we
that's
take a
not good.
piece.
That's
No.
not good. And I blame the high jumper now who start this foolishness. Barshim, who start this foolishness.
Basham and Canberra.
But you just see him bust up everybody face and win by himself this year.
No,
Yeah, man, Canberra
that
just
Barshim deserve that.
Temporary say, I'm not sure nothing this year.
No,
Let's
I'm
go.
not sharing anything. No, that's just ridiculous to me. I just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like there's no shame in losing fairly, like
Yeah,
and
lose.
collecting a second.
I
As
lose.
long as you go out there, you perform. Like, why are we not jumping off? No, give me that show. I want a winner in this competition. No one will ever share the World Cup trophy.
And you can imagine the storyline behind that. You know, they started that tension. That's like extra time in a football match.
Yeah.
Like you're going into overtime, so you got suddenly that extra time. That
Mhm.
is what it feels like, go World Cup. Like, all right, we draw. Yeah, we'll go to the extent, penalty
Yeah.
shootout. Sudden penalty shootout. You get me to get
Yeah.
a winner. And there must be a winner.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree. I think that must be the case. Unless
I
it's a
need.
case it's 100 and they're down to the line and it's down to the 10,000 second. Everything is aligned then. Right, but there needs
Yeah.
to be a winner.
Yeah. Like
no man.
I need to be so
Moon saw the
mentally
girl.
tired.
No man, come on, Adrian. Moon
No,
saw what the girl
no.
was doing, and Moon just feel a little bit generous and say, "Here what? We don't win that title yet before, so let's give her the
Yeah,
shot."
man. Yeah, you can get a silver.
Question. Let me ask you something. If there are two winners, do they both get the top prize money, or is it how they work that out?
Yeah, you get the same, the top prize money.
Okay,
It's the
so
same.
I can understand from that perspective. All right, you
Yeah,
know what I
it's not
mean?
affecting my money. But I think if they do that now, then you get a percentage off. Then rather than the 70, you get the 200 share 50 AM 120. Remember, you know, the
Yeah,
budget
yeah,
fee.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
the
get
budget
that.
fee. So, yeah, so unless that is
No,
something
I still want
implemented
all less. I'm
presently.
sorry, you go take the lesser money. No, what around
The
people, you have more
exactly, yeah.
taxes to pay.
Competitiveness, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, as I mentioned, tomorrow we'll just do a wrap up on all of that. But only thing that was missing from these championships so far was a world record because I don't believe there has been a world record at all. There has been championship records and all that, but no world records. And I really wanted to have seen a few being broken. The 200 meter, I wanted to see Inga Brixton break that 1500 meter record as well, but and
He needed to win first.
yeah,
He
that's
needed to
true
win.
because he
you
needs a
beat
world
that man by
championship title and this game.
just pulling up on his shoulder. He's already defeated. I don't know what kind of athlete this is, but all the talent in the world are.
And I guarantee you, Adrian, that if they do the same thing at Olympics next year, they're not beating him.
Hmm?
This
Well,
guy's an Olympic athlete, bro. World champs is this guy's enemy. But listen, man, it was a pleasure with you guys here once again, as always, man. Big up to Kems who was here. Big up Adrian. Big up Coach Q as always. You the commenters, the regulars, first timers, the ones that watch and don't comment, because we know that we have a lot of those. Big up on yourself, same way, man. But ensure that you hit that subscription button. Ensure that you guys like the video as well. And we'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with 2 gold medals for Jamaica. And we'll all be here celebrating with what, 5? That will be 5 gold medals, yeah. So yeah, hopefully it will be a golden day tomorrow. Come once again for Jamaica. Until we see you again, stay safe, peace out, enjoy the rest of your night.